Hello and welcome to Kiska Brand Bachega. Today on the show, we have the most talented and sensational actor to grace the silver screen. She's a woman who has constantly challenged industry norms to produce path-breaking cinema. Her kahani has inspired a generation of people. Please join me in welcoming Tumhari or Hamari Sullu. Ladies and gentlemen, Vidya Balan. How are you doing, Vidya? Pleasure. Please have a seat.
I love the cushions.
Thank you. And we love you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vidya, very much for gracing our show.
No, thank you for inviting me.
Our pleasure is all ours. Let's talk about the brand Vidya Balan's journey. Now, apart from doing films in Hindi cinema, we saw you last year doing an NTR biopic.
Yeah.
Right? And also a Marathi film which you featured as Geeta Bali, which is Ek Albela. Now, do you feel it was a conscious decision to do films in regional languages so that it reinforces Vidya Balan's presence as a brand pan-India?
No, not at all. I don't think in terms of the brand Vidya Balan, actually.
Okay.
Because I feel I'm an actor and I don't want to be restricted by an image. But I think I like learning languages.
Wow.
So probably the need to do films in different languages comes from there. It's like, NTR was a great experience because I was like, how does one act in a language you're not familiar with? Because I've done a Marathi film, a special appearance in a Marathi film before, but I didn't have any lines. But I speak Marathi. I've done a special appearance in a Malayalam film. I enjoy discovering things like that about
Brilliant. So
myself.
we'll see you doing more regional films in different languages?
Yes, for sure. I'm more than open to do films in other languages, not just Hindi.
Great. So I always wanted to know, now when producers, directors approach you to sign a film, what are the factors that Vidya considers before signing on the dotted line?
I think, Aditya, it's, really, when I'm listening to the story being narrated or when I'm reading it, if I'm just drawn to it, it's a gut. It's like, oh, I want to tell this story.
Okay.
So I'm not the kind of actor who'll say, I can't, I can't watch this film, but I can do it. Like, I've never enjoyed action too much.
Right.
So I've never ended up doing an action film.
Sure.
So these are the factors, really.
Perfect. Now let's talk about Kahani. Now, Kahani was a huge success, and obviously your character has been iconic. You took the franchise forward with Kahani 2, and the film didn't end up doing as well as Kahani. Do you feel that the expectations, especially when it comes to a sequel or a franchise, because Kahani was such a big success, right? Did that impact the failure
most
of Kahani
definitely.
2?
I wish we had not called it Kahani 2.
You think so? Yeah.
Though we all thought that it would benefit from it being called Kahani.
Because I think the equity of success of Kahani was huge.
Yeah. But I think, this was also dealing with a very difficult subject, which was child sexual abuse.
Right.
And therefore, you could not have that big, climax like in Kahani, which was a big surprise. Or it didn't have that kind of thrill.
Right.
It was also very sensitive. I must say that before the release, I was in full agreement that it should be called Kahani 2. But after that, everyone came out saying, nahi yaar, Kahani zabardast thi. Ye achhi film hai, par it's not Kahani. That's when you realize that, it shouldn't have been called Kahani 2.
Vidya, you did Dirty Picture, No One Killed Jessica, the NTR biopic, Ek Albela, where you played Geeta Bali and Shakuntala Devi. All of these roles are inspired from real-life characters and stories. Can you walk us through the process of research that goes behind playing these real characters? Also, is it more difficult in comparison to play a fictional character?
It's a bit tricky because you're playing a real person.
Right.
And when it's a popular person, when it's a public figure, then, obviously people are familiar with the person. So you have to be a bit careful about how you portray. Also, what mannerisms are you going to adopt? Because it shouldn't look like a caricature. But luckily for me,
right.
One, Sabrina Lal was not a celebrity.
Yes.
So people didn't know her beyond knowing her journey.
Sure.
So there, the director was very clear. He said, I don't want you to meet Sabrina. Because I want you to be the Sabrina from 11 years ago when the incident first took place. Not the Sabrina who's had to struggle for justice.
Right.
So I didn't meet Sabrina. There was no question of meeting Silk Smitha because she wasn't...
Absolutely.
around anymore. I remember I used to do Ooh La La in front of the mirror, and the choreographer would say, nay, 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 I need more, I need more. And I'd be like, sometimes, I'd feel like, what can I do? Because, you know, I'm a very different person. Those dance rehearsals, you know, really opened me up. They made me so comfortable with my body, and then I was wearing costumes. And in my life, I'd never worn shorts. You know, I grew up a fat girl, so I was very conscious of my thighs and everything. I never wore sleeveless or shorts. And then here, suddenly, I was in the skimpiest of clothes. But by the time I reached shoot, I was a different person.
But I want to ask you a question about Dirty Picture. It was a huge risk of you doing that role.
Yeah.
Were you ever scared of the fact that it'll stereotype you? Because did that ever go into your mind before signing on Dirty Picture? Because it was, I don't think a conventional, stereotypical Bollywood film would have ever done that role.
As a matter of fact, there were people who warned me against it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I was like, you know, in my head and heart, I'd been waiting for an opportunity like this where I could do something that was so different. Here, the opportunity was staring at me in the face.
At that point of time, I remember Size Zero was the trend.
Yeah.
And you did a film which was completely opposite of that. Now, what role did PR play? Now, did the PR pundits tell you that this is a step that you should not be taking, or you didn't listen to them either?
No. You know, I don't think my publicist at the time even knew that I was playing this character. I'm very guarded about what I'm doing. I don't let anyone influence my decisions. And I had just gone and lost all the weight. And now they were asking me to put on weight again. So can you imagine the yo-yo? And it was a big struggle to lose the weight. And then I put on weight again. At my biggest in that film, I got told that I've never looked sexier.
Wow.
So I knew that sexy is here. It's not here.
It's a mindset.
Yeah, it's your attitude.
Yes. We go on to the next part of our segment. It's called the Consumer Vox Pop, where we've actually, there are two marketing concepts which I'd like to throw light on. One is brand identity, is what a brand manager perceives the brand should be. So you as Vidya Balan, what is your perception of the brand? Vidya is your brand identity. And brand image is what the consumers actually feel Vidya Balan is. So what we've done is we've gone to the consumers, asked them a few questions.
Okay.
But before we show you their answers, I'm going to pose those questions to you.
Okay.
And you have to predict, and that's going to be pretty easy for you, what the consumers would have said.
Okay.
Right? So the first one, if not an actor, which other profession would Vidya Balan be in? What do you think they would have said? Not what you would like to be in, what do you think they would have preempted?
An activist?
An activist? Okay, let's listen to what they think.
I think she has a good voice, so she can become a singer for sure.
I think she's a really good dancer, so maybe dancer. I think she would be a great dancer.
Definitely a radio jockey.
As a RJ.
I guess YouTuber.
I think she's really engaging. Therefore, I think she would fit really good for chat show host.
I'm so excited by these responses because I didn't have perspective on this. You know, I never thought about how people perceive me.
Right.
It's so interesting to know. Two people said dancer, and I don't see myself as a dancer
We just
at all.
spoke about the fact that you could dance. Probably Dirty Picture is on the top of their mind.
Yeah, this is an eye-opener, really.
Let's move to the next one.
Yeah.
Okay. Which product category do you think Vidya Balan should endorse more? Easy one.
Really?
Yeah, very easy. What do you think they would have said?
I've been told by a lot of people I should endorse toothpaste.
Toothpaste?
So let's see.
Let's see.
Whenever I've seen her in Kanjivaram sarees, I think she looks really pretty and very graceful. So, sarees.
I think sarees because she wears sarees very often.
Jewelry would suit more for her. Jewelry.
Tourism. Food products.
She looks very elegant in sari, so I guess sari would be perfect to endorse.
Saris.
I'm going back learning so much about myself today. But actually, saris should have struck me.
Should have struck you. That
But you know,
easy one.
only because even recently someone told me, Arey, how come you don't endorse a toothpaste? So toothpaste came to me first.
Brand managers take a cue. Why isn't Vidya Balan endorsing a toothpaste
Yeah,
yet?
exactly.
Okay. Which movie genre would you like to see Vidya Balan more in?
Horror.
Horror. Okay. Let's see what they have to think.
I think rom-coms because she's never explored that territory yet.
Social cause.
She's more jovial kind of person, so I think comedy will suit more for her.
She can do best at dramas. I think thrillers because she did Kahani very well.
Horror, because I think she was phenomenal in Bhool Bhulaiya, so therefore, yes, horror.
I like the
Mixed
range
bag,
they've covered.
mixed bag.
Yeah.
They've covered every genre
So,
possible.
you know, it makes me feel good as an actor that they're not boxing me
That's
into
so
one
good.
type
That's
of
so
film.
good.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next set of questions.
Yes.
Awards. They're a huge part of your career, from Padma Shri to National Film Awards to multiple 6 Filmfare Awards, if I
Yes.
count right? Do you believe that awards strengthen your brand equity?
I definitely think they add to
Yeah.
it. Because I think it's some kind of proof of credibility
Sure.
and recognition of that credibility. So yes, but not in the way you perceive a brand. No, I don't think so.
Do you think producers or directors refrain from approaching you because they already have an image saying, probably this is not the role that she would do because she's an acclaimed actor who's got a bookshelf filled of awards?
You know, but I keep telling people, leave that to me.
Okay.
You come to me and let me decide what I want to do and what I don't want to do.
Fair enough.
Don't think for me. I remember Rajkumar Santoshi after Ishqiya told me, "Abhi to aapke paas aane mein dar lagega." I said, "Why?" He said, "Har film ke saath kuch naya kar rahe ho." I said, "To kuch naya lekar aaiye na."
While researching Vidya, one of the most impressive detail I came across was that you're at the face of over 19 brands at the moment. When one takes an attempt to study the brands that you've endorsed, the obvious inference is that they're all generally very, very massy. Has your understanding been the same? I also wish to know the research you do on brands before you sign on the dotted line.
Sometimes it's a brand you've used or you're at least familiar with. Sometimes it's a completely new brand, in which case then I get my team to do research.
Sure.
That due diligence is very important. People in the smallest centers are going to watch your ads, or it's again about visibility. It's about, and also endorsing something that you believe in. You know, I think sometimes it's, you have a nostalgic feeling towards a brand
Sure.
because, for example, I'm endorse Prestige.
Yes.
The range of Prestige cookware. And I remember growing up, we had a Prestige pressure cooker at home.
Ah, beautiful.
So, you know, these things just add that little, then you feel that, oh my God, this is a legacy that, you know.
You're a part of.
Yeah, I'm a part of. There are other brands, for example, there's Boroline,
Right.
which in Calcutta, if people could, they would even eat Boroline. That's how much they love Boroline. I've been a brand ambassador for Nihar Shanti Amla for the past 10 years.
Wow.
And that's quite amazing.
Right.
You know, I keep telling people at Marico that, you know, their brand managers change. There's only one constant there. And I'm not complaining. So I know, I tease them sometimes saying, I know more about the brand than you do.
Fair enough. That's a great way. Let's talk about your remuneration. I'm not going to ask you how much you charge for the brand, but what I'm going to ask you is, does the remuneration vary? For example, a lot of people, consumers said that you should endorse a sari brand.
Yeah.
Now, if a sari brand approaches you because the demand is higher, would you charge a higher premium because there's a stronger association?
For sure.
For sure, yes.
And it also depends on, you know, what, if it's a very small category where there isn't too much competition, then you quote accordingly.
Absolutely.
You know, but if it's a very broad brand, a very broad category in which there are multiple players, multiple big players, where there could be other opportunities that show up, then you obviously charge competitively.
Now, talking about private labels, a lot of your contemporaries are launching their own private labels.
Right.
Does that ever come to your mind or strike your mind? And in the future, would we see Vidya venture into a private label? And if yes, what category?
You know, I don't know. My managers have been trying to tell me that I should start something. If I could, the one thing I'd like to do is probably source saris from across the country.
Beautiful.
From weavers across the country and make it accessible to, you know, to people in the larger centers. That's something I feel very passionate about. So maybe someday, but I haven't given it serious thought, honestly.
Now, talking about digital media presence, you have a cumulative reach of 7 million. Now, if you look at your contemporaries today who are now trying for 100, 200, 300, did that ever cross your mind saying that the competition on digital, or is that something which you don't believe in?
No, but you know, I've been a very reluctant social media person. So, which is why I think, you know, there are times when I post relentlessly.
Okay.
There are times when I don't post at all. And sometimes I'm just posting sunrises and sunsets, which, you know, doesn't tell people too much about me as a person. They want to get a glimpse into your life, which I'm probably not giving. So I'm okay.
Okay.
I don't really check my. I'm just happy posting pictures. I love Instagram. I keep posting pictures.
So we've actually done a little bit of sleuthing. We've gone through your social media.
Okay.
And there's some fun things that we've come across on internet. And
Okay.
this comes to our next segment, which is Internet Asks Vidya Balan.
I love the expression, my God. After doing so many biopics, what would your biopic be called?
It's a nice one, interesting one.
Yeah. Oh God, what would my biopic be called? This expression is making me feel like horror story of my life or something. No, but can you think of something?
The Queen of Versatility, actually.
Oh, really?
I
Wow.
think you're actor par excellence.
Oh, thank you.
Right, the next one.
तुम्हारी सुलू आपके किस्मत कनेक्शन की कहानी भूल भुलैया थी या इश्किया?
Nice play of words.
Yeah, I think हर रिश्ता, हर शादी भूल भुलैया होती है.
Okay, interesting.
विद्या बालन की सारी पिक्चर्स सारी में ही क्यों होती है? Because वो सारी होती है.
Sorry for that. Raj.
Sorry for that, really. No, I love the sari.
And that's a
इसीलिए.
nice montage put together.
Yes.
By Raj. Okay.
Which famous personality would you like to invite on your radio chat show, and what would you ask? I'd like to have on my show Robert Downey Jr.
And what do you like to ask him? Is he coming back in Avengers?
No. I need to go on a dinner with him to ask him something.
Perfect. And that's not harsh. That's not going to be told to you at this show at this point in time. Okay. And yes.
Dengue to Vidya Balan is a revenge by a mosquito whose family. Oh my God, this is a great one. I understand your feelings.
That's quite a sport, Vidya is. Yes. When will women in Bollywood get equal pay compared to male actors?
I think that's due to happen. You know, we're definitely in a better place than we were a few years ago. But I'd say, for example, in the kind of films where I do, which are more female-centric, where I'm playing the central protagonist, the hero, I'm getting paid in terms of ratio. You know,
Yes.
you can't see it in absolute terms. If you see how much a hero got paid, what, you know, his fees in ratio to the overall budget of the film, that's what I get paid for my films also. But the budget of my films is much smaller.
Vidya, we have our studio audience we aptly call brandwalas who are buzzing with excitement to ask you a few questions. So shall we listen to them?
Hi.
Hello, ma'am. You debuted with television, and now we are going to see you debut in OTT platform, playing Indira Gandhi. My question to you is, what's the reason for the shift from Bollywood to digital? Is it because of your contemporaries are doing so, or the remuneration, or the fact that you're going to play India's first woman prime minister?
No, I think it's most importantly, it's the fact that on an OTT platform, you know, you have the liberty to tell a story beyond 2.5 hours. You know, so the long format is very, very exciting and challenging for any actor. And then you're able to explore subjects which you possibly can't do on film, not always. For example, with Indira Gandhi, you know, how much will you tell in 2.5 hours? Or how many films will you have to make to tell her story? So the OTT platform is a great one. And of course, then the remuneration. And I've never looked at any other person's career and said, you know, oh, they're doing this, I should.
Hello, ma'am. My question for you today is, looking at the trend of power couples, since your husband is a well-known personality, have friends approached you both for endorsements?
Oh, yes. From the time we got married. But my husband's extremely shy. You know, he actually used to act on stage. So he is an actor, but he'd rather not,
Not
you
come,
know,
not endorse a brand with you.
Yeah, you know, and I guess He's okay to talk about film on a panel or do interviews about the business of cinema and all, but he doesn't like to get into a personal space at all. He's a very private person. So
We've seen you play multiple characters over the years, and have seen you endorse various brands as well. Here we bring the two together with a game called Rolling with the Times. Vidya, we will ask you to roll the dice twice. Once to pick the chit in a glass containing a brand category, and second, to pick your famous movie character. Combining both the outcomes, you have to creatively sell in your designated route. So, shall we roll?
yes. 1. So I picked this up
Yes, you
first.
pick this. And which is the character from which film?
Monjulika from Bhool Bhulaiya.
Perfect.
Okay, so let me see. And the brand category is spicy chocolate.
Perfect. So, how would Monjulika sell a brand of spicy chocolate?
Ami chocolatica. तीखी chocolate. जो खाए वो झूल जाए. इतनी yummy कि सब कुछ भूल जाए.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Let's do
thank
one
you.
last one. Yes. So we
Oh, I have to roll the dice
yes,
again?
you have to roll the dice again.
Oh,
Okay.
3.
And that's 3. So you
3.
pick up 3.
Silk Smitha from The Dirty Picture.
And what
If
product
this
cat-
hadn't happened, I would have been surprised.
And which product category?
Oh my God. Badnaam lipstick.
Okay. How iconic. So
Yeah.
Badnaam Silk Smitha
Yeah.
endorsing a Badnaam lipstick.
कुछ लोगों का नाम उनके काम से होता है. मेरा बदनाम होके हुआ है. हाँ, बदनाम लिपस्टिक. Forever याद रखिए. हॉटनेस सिर्फ 3 चीजों से होती है. बदनाम, बदनाम, hot बदनाम.
Amazing. That was a treat for us to
Thank
watch
you.
Vidya Balan. Okay,
was
deliver her
fun.
acting chops. And what is the future? Anything that Vidya would like to do, which Vidya has not done before?
Do a Woody Allen film.
And best of luck to you for that.
Thank
And on
you.
that note, Vidya, we come to the end of our journey today. It's been truly a pleasure hosting you. You were quite candid in your answers, and we hope, and on behalf of everyone from Kiska Brand Bajega, we wish you the best of luck, great health, and we hope that you keep entertaining us with entertainment, and more entertainment.
Thank you. I've enjoyed myself.
Thank you.
Aditya.
And with this cliched, kudos to the most non-cliched actor in
Oh,
Indian cinema.
thank
you
you.
very much, ladies and gentlemen. Vidya Balan.
Thank you.
Kiska Brand Bajega gives you a chance to visit our studios and interact with India's biggest celebrity brands live by answering a simple question. Vidya Balan was the brand ambassador for which of the following social campaigns? A. Anti-smoking, B. Road safety, C. Sanitation, D. Organ donation. Send your answers to us by commenting on our Instagram post and following our page at Kiska_brand_Bajega. I'll see you again at Kiska Brand Bajega next week, where we continue to bring you the best of marketing and branding world with the minds who are at the top of their brand game. Until then, this is Aditya Bhatt signing off. Happy branding.